Welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League Week 2 Group Stage 2024-2025 scores, where this week, today and yesterday, were played the games of the second week in the UEFA Champions League, where a difference to the of the first week. This time the games were played just in 2 days, yesterday and today, in comparison of the first week where we're playing in 3 days, Thursday, Wednesday, and no, Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And this time, just 2 games, yesterday and today, where each day were played in 9 games. So today we had a lot of surprises. Yesterday we didn't have any surprise, but let's talk about a little more about each game. So let's start with yesterday's game, the first game, Salzburg 0, Brest 4. To be honest, I was very surprised about this score because I thought that this game was gonna to finish in a tie, but not. Stayed Brestoy did a surprise and they won it easily, 4-0 against RB Salzburg. I thought that RB Salzburg were gonna to win or minimum tie this game, but not. Stay Brestoy was better team. They defeated 4-0 and they got the second victory of the in this tournament, and the second victory in its history, because this is the first time that they are playing this tournament. And RB Salzburg haven't won any game yet. In the second game, the Stuttgart and Sparta Praga tied the game 1-1. About this game, Stuttgart was better team than the Sparta Praga, but they couldn't show that dominance in the game. The Stuttgart started winning the game in the -7, and I thought that in that moment the Stuttgart were going to control this game and they were going to win this game by 3 or 4 goal difference, because they were playing a very great game. But in the -32, Sparta Praga tied the game, and that was enough to tie the game. After that, Stuttgart, how I told you, were dominating the game. They were attacking. They couldn't score any goal, and in the end, the game finished in a tie. With this tie, the Stuttgart got its first victory, because remember that they lost in the first week against Real Madrid, and Sparta Praga got 1 point. In this moment, they have 4 points, and in another game, wait a minute. The Inter Milan defeated 4-0 Crvena. About this game, Inter Milan had an easy game. They didn't have any problem, and they won this game easily 4-0. About this game, how I told you, I thought the Inter Milan should have won this game by another 2 more goals, 6 or 7 goal difference, because they were the better team. They had an easy game, and they got the first victory of the season. With this victory, Inter Milan get 4 points, and Crvena got his second lose of the season. In a scandal game, Borussia Dortmund didn't have any problem and defeated 7-1 the Celtic FC. Where the Dortmund played a tremendous game. They scored 7 goals. They had an easy game, and they should have won this game by another 2-3 more goal difference, like team 1 or 11-1, because they played a tremendous game. The Celtics at the first week, they have won 5-1 against the Bratislava. This time they couldn't do anything, because the Borussia Dortmund was the best team, and they had an easy game and they won 7-1. With this score, the Dortmund is the first won his second game of the season, and they are the first place in this moment by the goal difference. And Celtics got its first victory, and they have 3 points. In another game, the Barcelona defeated 5-0 Young Boys. About this game, Barcelona had an easy game and they didn't have any problem to defeat the Young Boys. About this game, Barcelona took revenge of what happened in the first week, where they lose 1-2 against Monaco. Remember that the Barcelona played with 10 men for more than for 18 minutes, and this was a big difference, and they couldn't win the game. And this time they had an easy game. They won 5-0 and got the first 3 points of the tournament. The Barcelona got the first 3 points of the tournament, and in this moment the Young Boys are the worst team in this league with 0 points. In another game, in a sad game for me, Leverkusen defeated 1-0 my favorite team, Milan. About this game was very great game, but in the end, Liverpool was better team than Milan, and they deserved and got the victory. About this game, how I told you, Bayern Leverkusen is one of the best teams that is playing in this moment football, and they deserve this victory. Unfortunately for my Milan, they got the second consecutive loss, and in this moment they have 0 points, unfortunately. And Leverkusen in this moment got his second victory of the tournament. They have 6 points. In another game, I think that this was a surprise, one of the surprise of the week, because I thought that this game were going to finish in a tie. Arsenal and Paris tied. Arsenal defeated 2-0 PSG. Arsenal was better team than the PSG, and they defined or finish or close the game in the first half in a lapse of 15 minutes, where in the minute 35 Arsenal were leading the game 2-0, and in the game was over. Arsenal controlled the game. They were a better team, and they deserved this victory. I was surprised about this victory because most of the time Arsenal doesn't play a very great football in Europe, but this time they dominate the PSG and they deserve the victory. With this victory, Arsenal got its first victory of the season, and they have 4 points, and PSG lost its first game of the season. They stayed with 3 points. In another game, PSV and Sporting Lisboa tied the game 1-1. About this game, PSG was a little better than Sporting Lisboa, and they couldn't get the victory. Even they played in home. PSG started to win the game since the minus 15, and they were dominating the game. They were a better team. They had some 1 or 2 goal opportunities to finish the game. They couldn't finish the game and win it. And when we talked that the game was gonna where the PSV were gonna to win this game in the minus 83, Sporting Lisboa tied the game, and in the game finished 1-1, and each team got 1 point. With these scores or with results, Sporting Lisboa got a 1 point, and they have 4 points, and PSV got its first point of the tournament. And yesterday's last game, Manchester City defeated 4-0 Slovan Bratislava. About this game, Manchester City didn't have any problem. They had an easy game, and Manchester City had dominate all the game, where they should have won this game by another 5 or 6 goal difference, because they dominated the game and they didn't have any problem to win this game. They have an easy game, and they got the first 3 points of the first victory of the tournament. And in this moment, the Manchester City have 4 points. And Slovana Bratislava are winless, and they are in the bottom of the table. And today's game, we have another 9 games. But in the first game, I think that this is a surprise. Atalanta defeated 3-0 Shakhtar as a away team. Atalanta was better team, and they dominated this game, and they didn't have any problem to win this game. About the Shakhtar, I was a little disappointed, because most of the time Shakhtar play a very great football in Europe, especially when they play in home. But they play a very bad football because when they didn't shoot to a goal, and this was the difference to lose the game. With this victory, Atalanta have in this moment 4 points, and Shakhtar have just 1 point. In another game, in a very great game, Feyenoord defeated 3-2 Girona. About this game, this was a tremendous game, and the game was very close. But this is a very weird situation, because Girona was better team than Feyenoord, but but Girona scored 2 own goals, and this was the difference to lose the game. This is a very weird situation, because the Feyenoord shoot 2 times to a goal, and they scored 3 goals. But how I told you a few seconds ago, Girona scored 2 own goals, and this was the difference to lose this game. What I told you, like they happened in the first game, Girona was better team, like against the PSG, but they have lost the 2 games, and in this moment they have winless. And the Feyenoord got the first victory of the season, and the Shaquito Jimenez, that one of the best player in the Feyenoord, is not going to play for the rest of the 2024. In another game, Liverpool defeated 2-0 Bologna. About this game, Liverpool had an easy game. They dominated the game and they deserved the victory. They won the game 2-0 and they got the 3 points. Bologna played a very great game. To be honest, I thought the Liverpool were going to win this game by 3 or 4 more goal difference, but not. Bologna played very great and they competed in this game. In this moment, Liverpool got the second victory of the season, and Bologna just have a 1 point. He stayed with 1 point. In a very tremendous game, RB Leipzig lost 2-3 against Juventus. This was a tremendous game. It was a very great game, and Juventus won the game in a tremendous game. The RB Leipzig started to winning the game where they were winning in the halftime 1-0, but in the second half we saw the rest of the goals. This was a tremendous game where I thought that the game was going to finish in a tie because they were tying 2-2 in the minute 30. In the minute 82, Juventus scored the third goal and they got the victory in an amazing game. With this victory, RB Leipzig haven't won in this competition, and Juventus got his second victory of the tournament. In another game, in one of the surprises of the day of the week, Benfica defeated 4-0 Atlético Madrid. About this game, I was very surprised for this score because I have in my mind that Atlético were going to win this game or minimum to tie the game, but Benfica defeated Atlético Madrid. But how they defeated? They humiliated Atlético Madrid. They humiliated and they dominated the Atlético Madrid. And Benfica should have won this game by another 3 or 4 goal difference because they were better. Of course, that there were 2 penalties that Benfica scored, but in the end, Benfica was better team than Atlético. That Atlético didn't shoot they didn't shoot 2 goals in the game, and you can win a game if you don't shoot 2 goals. With this victory, Benfica got his second victory of the season, and Atlético Madrid stayed with 3 points. In another game, I think this is a surprise. GNK Dinamo tied 1-2 against Monaco. This was a very great game, especially by Dinamo Zagreb, because they played home, and I thought that the Monaco were going to win this game easily. They battled a lot, and the Monaco tied the game in the last minutes of the game. With this result, Monaco got another point, and they have 4 points in this moment. And Dinamo Zagreb won its first point of the competition. In another game, and I think the surprise of the week, Lille defeated 1-0 Real Madrid, the reigning champions. Yet you are hearing this. Real Madrid lost against Lille and against in UEFA Champions League. And Real Madrid lost for first time in 36 games. Remember that Real Madrid had before this game had 3 unbeaten games in all competition in La Liga, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, Spanish Super Cup, Europe Super Cup, and UEFA Champions League. They lost today where they didn't play a very good football, to be honest. Lille played a very smart game. They did enough to win the game. They played and they won according to his football level, and they deserved this victory, and they did the surprise of the week of the tournament until this moment. With this victory, Lille won its first 3 points of the competition, and Real Madrid won its first game of the competition, and they stay in 3 points. In another surprise, the Aston Villa defeated 1-0 Bayern Munich. About what happened with Lille, Aston Villa play according to its limitation, and they defeated the Bayern Munich, where Real Madrid and Bayern Munich dominate both games, but they couldn't score any goal. And you need to share and to clap to Lille and Aston Villa for the smart game that both teams played. About Aston Villa, they play a smart game. They shoot 2 times to on goal, and they score 1 one goal, and this was great for Aston Villa. And with this victory, Aston Villa could 41 points that Bayern Munich were undefeated in the group stage in this UEFA Champions League, where Bayern Munich lost for first time in the group stage since 7 years ago. So this was amazing, and this was something historic. And in the last game of the day, Club Brugge defeated 1-0 Stuttgart. Club Brugge was better team than the Sturm, and they deserved the victory, and they got the 3 points. With this victory, the Club Brugge got the first 3 points of the tournament, and Sturm got his second lose of the tournament. So, how is the table after 2 weeks of two games played? The Borussia Dortmund is the best team. They have won 2 games alongside the Brest, Benfica, Leverkusen, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Juventus. These 2 teams, all 7 teams have 6 points, and Manchester City has 4 points, 1 victory and 1 tie. If the tournament finish today, these 8 teams from the Borussia Dortmund to the Manchester City will qualify direct to the knockout stage to round of 16. The teams are the Inter, Sparta Praga, Atalanta, Sporting Lisboa, Arsenal, and Monaco have 4 points. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Lille, Paris, Celtic, Club Brugge, Feyenoord and Atlético have 3 points each one, and PSV has 1 point. If the season ended today, the team from Inter Milan to PSV will qualify to a knockout stage, or to qualify to the round of 16, and the rest of the team will be eliminated if the season ended today. So I am very concerned about the Milan, because they are my favorite team and they have 2 consecutive losses. Let's see if they can recover to qualify to the next round. Something that is very amazing is that Girona have been playing a very great football in both games, but they have lost the 2 games. Let's see that they minimum can qualify to the knockout stage, because they are playing a very great football. So what's next? The week 3 will be played in 3 weeks, because the next week will be FIFA schedule. So we won't have 2 weeks of games in the domestic competition, and the UEFA Champions League will return in 3 weeks, in October 22nd and October 23. So 23 tier. So in this video I talk about the games that were played this week in the week 2 of the UEFA Champions League group stage 2024-2025. This is all for today. See you next video. Gibran.